Hey YouTube, welcome back to another episode of the Lincoln Williams Show here at Replay Retro, my video game business. And today we're going to be taking a look at some N64 stuff that I got recently online and all that stuff. So it should be an exciting video because I'm going to be doing Nintendo 64 stuff for this month. And I hope you enjoy this video and all that stuff. So it should be fun because the Nintendo 64 is one of my favorite consoles of all time and things like that. And let's do a Nintendo 64 pickups video. So without further ado, let's get started. So we got to talk about one of the main aspects of one of the main Nintendo 64 problems, and that is the controller. How do you solve it? How do you solve a Nintendo 64 controller problem? Now, I'm going to explain it into this review, but I'm going to unravel this. I haven't even used this controller in so long, but yeah, you see this? This is the Nintendo 64 controller. It's, awkward to hold. You don't know how to hold it. Is it this way with the D-pad? Is it this way with the shoulder buttons with the stick? Is it this with the D-pad? Is it this or something like that? This is a very awkward controller to hold. But one of the main, and here's your Z button, Z trigger on the bottom as well. So, yeah. The Nintendo 64 controller is a big problem because of one thing, the stick, basically. So the stick, as I explained before, has issues, and so we need to fix this problem today here on the Lincoln Williams Show. We need to fix this problem. How do we fix it? Now, these types of controllers that I'll be showing to you today are, I showed you the Brawler the last time, but I'll show you it in a different color this time, what I picked up. But yeah, this controller is, I don't even know what they were thinking of, like 3 hands with this thing. So, yeah, so you got your two LNR bumpers, but I mainly hold it like this and all that stuff when I'm like playing video games. Yeah, my stick is getting worn out, but, what are you going to do, right? So it's been in my collection for so many years since I was a kid, since I was 5 years old, I think. I was like 5 years old. So the first option of getting your 64 controller goodness working. The first option, you should go, I'm doing another unboxing, but here it is, the Tribute 64 controller. This is a gray one that I got, and it's basically like a GameCube controller and all that stuff. So, yeah, so what they do for you is they basically put this in nice packaging, and, and they just, thank you, Retrobit, and all that stuff. Yeah, Retrobit is producing very good controllers lately, and I like their, Super Nintendo style controller. I like their dog bone controller, I like their NES controller. So yeah, this is like a Nintendo 64 pickups video. Gosh, get out of there. Like spider webs in this thing. By the way, Halloween's coming up in the next month. Come on, get out of there. Come on, get out. There we go. Yeah, feels like spider webs. So yeah, so let's open this bad boy up, see what we got in this plastic case. take the plastic case out. You can actually feel it. You can actually see the controller inside there and all that stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You open that up, you open that up, and you open that one up. Get out of here. You know that stuff. I'm gonna do a test run with this. So here's that piece, and we gotta unravel this. You gotta pull this out. And there we go. There we go. What in the world? What is it? There we go. There it is. Wow, that is gray. All that stuff. This brings me back to my childhood right here. Look at this. Proper analog stick. It's a brand new controller and all that stuff. Yeah, so this controller actually represents the Nintendo 64 controller like really, really well. You have your two Z triggers up on here and all that stuff. You have your two Z triggers. You have your LNR buttons. Very good. So yeah, that's basically gray and all that stuff. And yeah, I really love the feel. Yeah, I really love the feel. So it's like the Brawler, but you know, it's kind of like GameCube style controller. Very good. I mean, my girlfriend loves this controller. So when we're playing Mario Party, she loves this controller. So she'll be excited to have another one to horse around with and all that stuff. All right, so put that to the side. And up next is another option. Now this is the ultimate Nintendo 64 controller. This is called the Brawler and all that stuff. So yeah, this is called the Brawler, and I'll show you why this controller rules them all with Nintendo 64 controllers. And I'll mention in oh, I didn't want to do that. There we go. And there's that. And there's that. And there's a bunch of paperwork in here. Another Brawler 64 guide. All right. Here's another Brawler. Here's the box and all that stuff. And I'll explain why this controller. Wow, this actually looks even cooler than the blue one, but I like the blue one a little bit more, but you know, what are you gonna do, right? So come on, get out of here. There we go. That's it. That's the controller and things like that. So I'm gonna play some WWE. Oh, I better not say it because that's the big game. But yeah, here's the N64. Here's the Brawler 64. Now, the big thing why I got a second controller is when you're playing Star Fox 64. You press this button right here and it'll activate turbo mode. Now, turbo mode is the most helpful thing when it comes to a Star Fox 64. So here's the controller. It's black, all that stuff. Very, very cool. Here's your 2 Z triggers and your 2 L and R triggers up here, and your 2 Z triggers. I tend to hold it like this when I'm playing and all that stuff because I get to have all my stuff accessible like the original N64 controller. So yeah, I got another Brawler 64 for Star Fox versus like tournaments or something like that because of Turbo. So that's why I got it. And so yeah. Okay, we're at 11 minutes into this unboxing. Couple of controllers, a backstory on the original N64 controller. Now let's get on to the games. All right. Bit of a history lesson. So this game I played before I watched the movie. What? Yeah, I played this game before I watched the movie. Now, when I was a kid, I played the Nintendo 64 game for about 30 minutes. Best 30 minutes of my life, basically, because it got me into this series so bad. At number 2, number 2, the underrated Nintendo 64 game that nobody has heard of. Nobody has heard of because of Blockbuster Video. Blockbuster Video was keeping these games, all the copies of the game, it was only for a rental. You could only rent this game at a Blockbuster. And this game is pretty interesting because it has 2 things going for it. 1, Tomb Raider elements. Number 2, Zelda combat. It has Zelda combat and Tomb Raider elements and puzzle platforming. What could this game be? What could this game be, YouTubers? Yeah, I played the game before I watched the movie when I was a kid. No, it's actually a movie series, okay? So this game was a movie series back when I was younger and all that stuff. And basically, so yeah, let's just get on with the reveal game. And you know that I'm a big fan of this series. I'm a big fan. I was this guy for Halloween and all that stuff back when I was younger. And I kind of want to do it because I have the leather jacket and all that stuff. So, yeah, I have the leather jacket. I have the hat. And I have the shirt to go along with it, the white shirt. You know what I'm talking about, YouTubers. It's time. It's time that after, let's see, 15 years? 18 years? I don't know. 15 years, 14 years? It's time that I had this game in my collection and for all my Replay Retro customers. It's time that I wanted this game and all that stuff. I really wanted it. And that game is, okay. In 3, 2, 1, give it up for the rare gem of Nintendo 64. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. Oh my gosh. I've been wanting this game for so long, man. I mean, you have to get this game if you're a Nintendo 64 collector. You just got to, because it's one of the most unique games, and I got a copy that had a file on it that, that you can play all the levels, and, do not delete any of the files that's on this cartridge, YouTubers. Do not delete any of them, because it's the key to, playing every level, figuring out what to do. I mean, I tried to play this game on an emulator, YouTubers. I tried to play this game on an emulator, and it failed, and it's just so, it just wasn't, it didn't do well. So I had to get the original cartridge. This game is kind of rare. This game is actually kind of rare. So it's the original sticker on the back of the Blockbuster scanning code thing that they used to do in the stores, and the original Blockbuster and all that stuff. So yeah, very, very cool. I'm so excited to be playing this game tonight, and doing some of the levels on somebody else's profile and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really happy that I have this game. So yeah, I'm really, really happy. So come and play it at Replay Retro. Come and play it. So yeah, it's a very good game. So yeah, come and play it. So very nostalgic. And our final game to close out tonight, YouTubers, is a game that is one of the best games on the Nintendo 64. It's one of the best multiplayer games on the Nintendo 64. What is it? Bomberman? No. Smash Brothers? I already have that one. F-Zero X? I already have that one. I did not have this game from the Nintendo 64. And it's one of the best wrestling games of all time. And that is, how do they perfect such a game? How do they do it, man? When I popped in this cartridge for the very first time today, I was like, what? How do they do this? It's like, man, it's like, I'm so lucky to have this game. It's WWF No Mercy. WWF No Mercy is one of the best wrestling games to date. It's one of the best wrestling games. I'm so excited to be playing this one, and with all my friends when we get together. When we get together and Replay Retro, and so yeah, WWF No Mercy, had to get this one because of the black cartridge, and the name. It's like, I'm not gonna put no mercy on you. Yeah, so it's like, I have no mercy for you. So you're gonna get pinned to the ground, man. You're gonna get pinned to the ground. All that stuff. So yeah. So it's very, very good. This is it. This is the best wrestling game of all time, and it has to stay that way and all that stuff. So, yep, WWF No Mercy, had to get this one and all that stuff. So, yeah. All right, YouTubers, that includes our not buying guide, but new Nintendo 64 stuff for Replay Retro and all that stuff. So that includes our episode. I hope I didn't make you too jealous of, hope I didn't make you too jealous of Indiana Jones. I know, but you can come down to Replay Retro, pay $8 an hour just to play this game and all that stuff. So it's no big deal if you haven't played it yet. You gotta, like, you got to come down to my store and, play it and all that stuff. I mean, these games are not going on sale anytime soon. But anyways, I'll try to get duplicates of any N64 games you desire and all that stuff on eBay and all that stuff. So that's, that's the main thing. So yeah. So that includes this pickups video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And if you want my review of Indiana Jones, let me know, because I'm excited to play this game. I'm so excited to be reviewing it on the channel. So yeah, so anyways, I gone back to work. Bit of an update. I gone back to work at Albertsons. Things have been going in there. Sorry, I had a hiccup. Yeah, it's been going pretty well. So anyways, YouTubers, yeah, so I'll be back with more N64 reviews and all that stuff. So stay tuned for the crazy stories that I have with my Nintendo 64 and all that stuff. So yeah. All right, YouTubers, that concludes this episode of the Lincoln Williams Show, and have a fantastic day. Keep pushing, YouTubers. Keep pushing. My YouTube fans, keep pushing. It's very, very hard out there, and we will get through the pandemic. We will get through this, and all that stuff. I mean, me and my girlfriend will. So anyways, so yeah, so keep pushing, keep dreaming, and all that stuff. So anyways, YouTubers, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys all later in the next Lincoln Williams Show episode. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye, guys.